everybody, this is Hillbillies here, and welcome back to episode 64 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Just wanted to show you two things right quick, as I had asked everybody if they wanted me to put a well near the village, well, mini village I guess, so I did. I just kind of put it here for now, because it's kind of, it looks like it's kind of was placed there, I guess, by, just natural spawn or whatever, and it's close enough to the village. I didn't want to put it kind of anywhere else. It would be too much in the way if I moved it anywhere else. So there's a good spot. I may even do something in the future that, like, I can, go down to the bottom and it might end up in some sort of secret area or whatever. The other thing is, I have been doing a little bit of work on the one of the tunnels because, well, it's been actually no, there's two more things I think I'll show you. So one of them being the tunnel to the iron farm is now 100% complete. Since last time, I had fixed the issue with iron golems spawning in the same place as the villagers, so I finally got the iron farm working again, so I just kind of sat there forever and ever and ever until it was done. It took so long, but at least it's producing iron again, and I'm very happy about that. So I figured, why not just do this with it first, right? Who needs iron for other things when you could just do this with it? And it took, it wasn't so bad, I guess, placing them all, but just the waiting, like, sometimes I just leave the thing on for, like, half a day or whatever, just sitting at the iron farm idling, and then go back to it once in a while, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. What is the other thing? The other thing is in the nether, so if you give me one moment, I will kind of zip myself over there and show you something extra cool that I can show to you guys, so give me a moment. Alright, so we're here in the Nether Hub area, as usually see, and you see I have a ladder here. Now, the reason I have this is, first of all, I would like to personally thank Dylan Dietic once again. He's left some comments on my video, and this one happened to mention that there is still a way to get above the Nether in the Xbox 360 as well as the Xbox One. It doesn't use the trees, it doesn't use Ender Pearl with a staircase or a ladder. It actually uses a very specific set of redstone, which I had to go and look up a video to see, which I'll probably leave the link in the description if I can remember. And it's just really awesome. It basically just kind of like messes with pistons, and there's all sorts of weird things going on, like piston heads disappearing and whatnot. But when it's all said and done, what happens is you actually have a hole straight through the bedrock. So now, ta-da! I'm on top of the Nether, and I can get in here anytime I want. This portal here actually teleports pretty close to the base, so I'm going to set something up that I can teleport through eventually, and it'll be like a really nice spot. And up here is going to be, well, I just kind of want to test it. I don't think it's worked yet. So far I haven't received any mobs up there, but I'll probably just have to go up higher, or, keep doing some research. But I am on top of the Nether, and I'm really, really happy about that. I can get, mobs, and I can start a gold farm and whatever a lot easier than the way I was working on it before. Just, yeah, because, oh god, as you guys can remember, it was taking quite a while. I was clearing out all sorts of areas, trying to get the blaze farm working and all that, so if I can have a gold farm working right now, that'd be amazing. Because the blaze farm does work when I need it, like, gives me enough glowstone whenever I go to it. I'd obviously still have to clear out a little bit more of the area around it, but that'll be a very long ongoing process that eventually I'll have finished. But there is something else cool. I did a lot of cleaning around my house, and I successfully managed to find the paper that I've been looking for absolutely ever, which had the coordinates to the fortress on it, to the Guardian, or sorry, not fortress, to the Guardian Temple. So obviously you can see I've kind of started to work on the tunnel a little bit. I kind of got tired of it after a little while because it's a very long process clearing all this out and doing it all. So it will be finished eventually. Just one of those things that I get, once I get bored of one job, I can always spend some time working on this instead. And I think I know what happened. I guess I don't know how I made the mistake somehow that I guess I must have had the right coordinates the last time that I tried to show you guys. But it's funny because when I got the new coordinates, everything was pretty much exactly the same. Like I came down this way and I was following and I was checking my map and I was like, okay, I'm going the right way so far. But what happened is when I got to the end of the hallway here, I took a left when I should have taken a right. So I guess I had gotten my, the numbers should have been a negative number instead of a positive number, and because of that, I ended up, in a completely different area where I thought the temple should have been, and instead it wasn't. So yeah, where I went was that way, but where I should have gone was over here. And if you give me a second to actually get there. There, almost there. Takes a little while to get here, of course. As you can see, I've already gone through quite a bit of food, but I will have to, I'm going to set up a rail system eventually. So, the thing is, probably wondering, where does this bring me? Because I am at, like, Y63 or whatever, but the issue is, where I had taken the coordinates was directly on top of the temple. So, I ended up instead, because it couldn't spawn me over there, you can see I'm way off the map now. I'm at negative 1800 and negative 1300. So it's like, oh, okay. And I spawned in the tunnel and I was wondering, what am I close to? And then I came over here and I found a spawner and everything, and I grabbed some stuff out of it. I got some more name tags that I can use in the end, since all the other ones didn't work for me very well. And then I was like, I'll try and find the temple. So I kind of did a little tiny bit of digging. And you wouldn't even believe it, guys, but what do you think is on the other side of this? But the temple. Literally, this is the Guardian Temple now. So, not this episode, but there will be an episode where we can all go through together, of course. And I want to check it out. I want to explore it a little bit. I want to see if I can find a sponge room, or, just anything. Well, actually, I want to get sponges from killing the big guardians. I might try and keep one as, like, if I can, and teleport him back to my base, and maybe do something cool with him and transport him, and keep him on top of a tower or whatever. I don't know, something cool like that. I think would be it would be interesting. But yeah, that's something else that I want to do is with you guys. I want to go and explore that, but that'll be probably next episode. So let's head off to what I actually want to work on today. Alright, here we are, guys, and obviously you can probably guess what this is already by the look of it all. And this is the fishing game that I've been working on in the creative world for a very long time. And, once I had actually successfully worked out all the bugs and figured everything out, I figured it was time to come and build it in survival mode, so I grabbed all the materials I possibly could, which it turns out, when I was doing this, it took quite a bit of redstone. I was very surprised. At first, I didn't think it would be all that bad, but in the end, it turned out quite a lot. Like, obviously, every single one of those has a comparator, so comparators are a bit expensive, and, I needed a ton of hoppers, and the problem was, at the time, the iron farm had stopped working, so I couldn't just, like, mass produce loads and loads of hoppers, so that kind of was a little bit of a problem. I've got all the different things set up now. Obviously, I haven't completely worked out everything yet. Certain items I don't have yet, but a lot of them I do. There's the like these ones that are just have cobblestone in right now are just temporary until I can actually put the proper item in that I want it to be in, which is what, like, this one is for now. It's gonna basically just pick up any excess materials at the end. But the way that I did this one is that this only this one, since it's connected to the system, this one only turns off once the game is over, and then it turns off, it drains all the random items that are kind of just flowing around and around and around that didn't get put into a chest, and then I can come by and grab the thing. So like a saddle, for example, like that means I don't have a space for a saddle yet, but I will be working on that, of course, as well as the fact that I've set it up also so that, as I had said, it's auto resetting, so that, once the game is over, all the fish and stuff that you've caught have just kind of end up in here. So once the game is won, everything resets itself, which I should kind of maybe give you guys an example. Is this the only one that's not there yet? Okay. So therefore, okay, it's a clownfish. So I'm missing oops, I need that one in there. That's my bad. Okay, let me take it out of here, just to show you guys that it's working, because you can see that all the lights are on. And now it does reset both sides, of course. Like, it technically, I'm pretty sure you guys believe me that it's working, because I did show you everything in creative before, and now I just changed it to make it better. But there you go. I threw the clownfish in. Give it a little while. I don't know how long exactly, but it's gotta do its rounds. Unless I messed with something without knowing, who knows, or I just threw it in the wrong spot. I must have messed with something. Okay. But see, that's a good test for me to kind of look at and be like, hey, what's going on here? Wait, is it down there? Oh, yeah, I'm just dumb. I just threw it way too far. that's one thing. You're normally not like throwing them. You're normally like fishing them towards yourself. So the way I should have done it was throw off this. That's my bad. One sec. Really? There's mobs down here too? Okay, I gotta get rid of these guys because I don't need creepers spawning in here because that will happen and that will be very sad. As you can see too, I was smart this time and I color coordinate everything. So everything with redstone. I used red clay. It makes my life a lot easier, except for where I had to build, you know, the staircases, and then I used the half slab trick to kind of make it a little bit simpler. Everything is symmetrical, nice and clean and whatnot. So let's toss one of the. Come on, clownfish. Really? Really? You're not going to let me toss it? Okay. There. That one should have gone in, right? Yes, that one went in. Okay, so yeah, look, the light turned on. So the game is won, the song played. Now you do have to give it a second, of course, because it will slowly reset itself. Once it empties all the chests and everything, all the lights will turn off. The reason that there's a big delay in between is just because of the hopper timer. The hopper timer normally is kind of on, like it's got to turn off to one side. See, there you go. There's 3 lights turn off, 4 lights turn off, and the game is fully reset. So it does work in survival mode, and I'm very happy with that. But today, what I want to do is kind of build now. I want to design the outside because, you know, I figured I wouldn't show you guys the whole building process again of me trying to, you know, redo this thing and figure it all out. But this is why, like, I've left spaces here because what my ideas are, I have honestly no idea for what I want to do to cover the front. I kind of have an idea for the sides, so that's what I want to work on now. I just want to have something, for example, that like this is going to be a wall here, you know, obviously you can like walk down the hallway or whatever and talk to your opponent. I'm probably going to block it off though, so that you can't go around here when the game is active, because otherwise, you know, I don't have hoppers on the side or anything, so it wouldn't work that way. But basically I just want to have kind of like a tunnel going through here, but with archways. So let's say like I build a little bit of a wall. I should probably take out some more of this stuff here. Okay, so something. Let's try. I gotta make sure too. Like you know, I'm kind of limited on height and everything as well. But I figured, you know, if I was able to build something fancy, maybe I don't know how to do the upside down ones, do I? Okay, yeah, something kind of in the idea of this. So I should probably. Obviously, it's not high enough, so I need to do something like. No, not like that. I am no good with the whole placing stairs and stuff. Well, you probably all know that though. So yeah, something just, you know, kind of like this. Maybe I could put up, if I was allowed to place it, something like this, you know, maybe go across. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to place it there either underneath those. So this is where the thing gets very difficult because I do have those things like right there. But it was just, you know, a rough idea. Let's just say, you know, this is an archway here, and then there'll be like, you know, a back to it, of course, to block off this section so you don't see any of this. But I'd make the archways, you know, fancier with staircases and stuff, but just, you know, archways the whole way along here. And I think that's kind of the main idea for that I want. And then this, of course, is going to have a roof that goes over, because it does come all the way over to here. So, like, the end wall has to stop here, otherwise I'm going to get way too close to this other building here. So this is where the fun part begins, trying to design something to cover up all this thing. And I did many times try to make it as small as I possibly could. So, you know, it's always been a little bit of a challenge, and I'm not the greatest, you know, designer builder. So this is going to take a little while, but I figured I should let you guys know at least what I'm going to try and do. And if you give me a little while, I'm actually going to try and build maybe one of these sides. And then if I'm happy with it, I'll try and build it up. And of course, you know, I always definitely open to suggestions from you guys. So please comment down below. Let me know what you think could be a nice idea. I think I would like to stick with the sandstone. And obviously, one of the things I'd like to do is you can see that I added the bow and arrow over there for the archery game. So what I'm thinking is, of course, this front here is going to have like a fishing rod or something on this side, or maybe a fishing rod on both sides, or I don't know, something like that, but, you know, make it pretty big and noticeable so that you know, oh, this is the fishing game or whatever. So, and maybe a big sign that says like fishing game or something. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and try and work on these hallways at least first, and maybe that'll give me some inspiration to continue working on the rest of it, and hopefully by the end of this episode, I will be able to have something done. Alright everyone, so this is a little while later, or much later I guess, technically a couple weeks. I've been too busy with work to be able to continue, but now I had a little bit of time. Actually, well, this was done, I guess a couple weeks ago. I just never had time to actually finish it, like finish recording and whatnot. So here we are again. I kind of went with the, like I said, the archways, which kind of started off as just this simple pattern here, and then I decided, you know, the background, what went nice was the nether brick, and I thought, why not add that? And then I finally added another background with just the sandstone. It was a little difficult doing all this because of the fact that, like, the redstone was right there. So instead of having the three wide pathway like I really wanted, I just blocked it off in the end, which kind of worked out well because then I can put a crafting table over there. I put a bed here to sleep if the players are playing like all night long, and just, you know, something simple as I just added some nice lights in the ceiling here, the sea lanterns, and then I mixed up some nether brick and the sandstone and whatnot together to make it just a little different, and I think that looks all right. And then I went and I kind of was like, well, I should probably have some pillars out front, so I added some pillars along here at different spacing, and I had some upside down stairs and whatnot that go all the way around like this, or at least over to the edge here. I still haven't considered this side yet. That's another little thing to work on too, but I think I have an idea that I want to try for here, is that I want you to walk into only one section, so that when you walk in, you hit like a tripwire or something and it activates and gives you like it gives you a fishing rod or whatever, like an unbreaking one or whatever. You can drop it off later. So I figure that this is going to end up being the center there. So if you block off just all of the other ones, then I think that shouldn't look too bad. It's still open concept, but you can still only come in through here. And I think this would be a pretty good front to it. So I think that's something alright. But this is going to be a little bit more interesting, trying to build the exterior over here. I don't know if I should just follow the same kind of pattern that I'm doing now with a bunch of pillars and whatnot, and just have the pillars go around, but closed off and everything, obviously, instead of like how I have it right now. And this will have to get changed as well, because I don't want like grass and stuff underneath it. I'll just extend the sandstone a little bit more. Now probably maybe some lights and stuff too. I may add some underneath the stairs, but I'll see how that all goes and whatnot. But so far it seems to be lit up well enough that no mobs spawn. I might have to do something there to just to protect you when you are playing the game in case a mob sneaks up, but that's something else to work on. As well as this here. The idea that I have right now is just kind of probably just like a staircase up and over top of it basically. And then up here I'll just like cover up top. I don't know how I'm going to do this roof exactly. Maybe just kind of like a, you know, just cover it nicely. Maybe some more pillars, who knows, some upside down stairs, I don't know. Haven't really gone that far yet, guys, but that's what I'm going to work on now for a little while. I figured I should show you the progress that I'm making at least now, so there's not too much of a big like jump between how much stuff I've gotten done. So if you give me another little while, hopefully I can come up with something that looks half decent to cover up all this stuff. Alright everybody, so this is a little while later now, and I've come up with some design that I'm kind of happy with now that it's kind of more finished. I kind of just started off with the roof there as like a basic staircase layout going up, and just changing to a half slab of nether brick, and I was kind of like, it didn't look that amazing. I was like, well, what if I copy the wall on top and kind of make it go like, you know, up and then in and then up and then cover it again. I'll maybe make a second version of that on top of it, or just cap the roof right there, and I'll probably add some sort of colors in between there, because what I did down here is since I wanted to cover up this area and I wanted to like block it off, I just kind of, because of all the wiring here, I just made these, like I made arches, but I filled them in with the blocks back there. And then I realized something that Etho had said. He's like commented, you know, if you ever need to change the if you want to change the look of a block without doing too much, just add glass, because the colored glass just gives it a different shade, and I think it works really well. And it's funny because I actually put down the yellow and the red originally just to look at it to decide which was nicer. And I ended up just liking how they looked side by side like that, so I did it, you know, on both sides like that. So now I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It's there's like a lot of sandstone, but I've tried to break it up with a little bit of stuff, and of course things can still change over time. And if you guys have some more suggestions and whatnot, but this is kind of the idea that I've gone for. Obviously, I haven't done any of the sides yet, but I'm getting a lot closer to being finished. You know, it's a pretty easy pattern to keep following, and I think I'm going to keep doing that because it's easy and it looks pretty decent, I think. You know, things can improve, of course, and I've learned a different kind of roof style that I may go over to the log cabin later and change if there's time, or do it next episode or something, so we shall see. But yeah, I've got it done on this side too. Obviously, the mountain's going to have to go back a little bit farther, I guess, but that'll be a little bit later project. One sad thing though is it's really close to the cake making place. So yeah, I don't know. I might just like one day I'll just like move everything over one. Like the cake place is a lot easier to move than this thing. So you know, I just take down this wall, take that now, and move it over a little bit, and then move this over, and it'd be easy. You know, it's like what a couple of item frames and you know a fence and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be not too bad moving all this and whatnot. So it's pretty good. I'm happy. Other than you know that little bit, but whatever. That was good enough for me. I'm gonna continue on for now, and you know I had to try and well the idea that I'm gonna go with for now to continue with this is basically, as you see, that wall's kind of been done on the side a little bit. I'm gonna finish off the other side with the same wall. I may fill in the gaps with this and do alternating colors the whole way across, or maybe colors there. Like red on this side, blue on that side, which actually that makes me think that maybe I should do color coordinated sides. Maybe like this is the yellow side, that's the red side. So maybe yeah, I'll leave these though because just to show it's like a multiplayer game, I guess. But up there I'll put like a yellow on this side, red on that side, and people will know. And then the same thing on the windows there. Or maybe I'll figure out some cool design for that. Maybe some fence things or whatnot, something like that. Just fill in the area a little bit. Might look pretty cool. So I'm going to keep working away at this and see what else I can change and see if we can make it just a little bit nicer. Alright everybody, so I've gotten some more work done as you can see. I'm just kind of right now debating on whether to put the glass in or not. So far, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of having the glass up top, but at the same time, it kind of does fill in a little bit, but I also do like the open concept part up there, and like if you see just a little bit of redstone, it doesn't actually bother me just because it kind of looks cool. You can see like the note blocks and stuff and whatnot. It doesn't worry me too much, and I'll probably have, like I say, the fishing rod probably placed up there, but I'm not sure yet. Also, it would be a good chance for you guys to comment. Let me know if you think I should add stuff. I'm sure you guys have some really good ideas, so yeah, you can see I added also the sides here. I basically just repeated this pattern over and over again on all the sides, and I think it looks much better. Kind of blends a little easier, I find too. Like now that this roof kind of goes up and it's well, how do I say it? I like the design to it because like I like how this kind of goes up, kind of like a tower. But then the sides are flat, and it's not exactly the same in every place. Obviously, you know, I have some more filling in to do, but that goes to show you know, just how I've kind of been filling it in, is just kind of went up a staircase, or with a staircase, and then just straight across and leveled it off and whatnot. So that's one of those little things though, but you know, I went and got a bunch more sandstone and everything to use, and there's a witch down there. I better watch out for that. But yeah, it's pretty much ready. Like, other than that one little square that I have to work on pretty much right now, it's ready. It's ready to play. I think it looks pretty good. Of course, you know, like I said, I'm going to leave it a little bit and let you guys tell me what you think, because I'd also like to go play some other video games too this weekend. Like I finally got a bit of a long weekend, and 7 Days to Die is out, so I want to go and try some of that and see what that's like. Maybe make a series out of that. We'll see how that goes. Oh, and I did move this over finally. I took some time and moved the whole building over, you know, 3 blocks or whatever, so I can still walk by here. I think that makes it look better, and it's quite actually a big building after. Like, in the end of it, I was surprised, but it is hiding quite a bit of redstone and whatnot, and I will have to make an access hatch to get down there. But I think this is pretty good for now. Like, it's, I can still go and play the game. Everything looks good, I think. I don't think I'm going to put the glass up there, though, still, because I do like it open like that. And I already have the glass everywhere else, so I might as well just leave it like that. Maybe I'll have some sort of indication here, maybe. Like, I can't wait till we have banners. Like, I'd put banners on both sides, a different color, and that would be a really good indication of which side you're on, so I think that should be good. But for now, guys, I think this is good for the end of the episode here. I've gotten a lot of stuff done, and I've got a lot more to do still, so anyways, you guys let me know, comment down below, let me know what you think of the episode, let me know what you think of the series and everything, as usual. So once again, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everybody, just wanted to say thank you again for watching this episode, and if you have any interest of watching the previous episode in this series, then feel free to click on the link displayed there. Once again, thank you for watching. See you next time.